We left Obodos yesterday and ended up here. It was dark when we arrived, but a really nice little park up for the night. The services here are really good. Good fresh water, separate tap for your black waste that you want to see. So we're doing all the services, drained and filled and black and grey. And there's Denise just going to the bins, so it's got bins as well, which is all good, all recycling bins. A few other vehicles here last night. There's not a great deal in this town. It's quite a new town, but it's really good of the local council to lay on such a facility. Just over there we got a supermarket which we used last night, so we're just about to head off now towards Lisboa. So that's where we're heading to. We're going to head towards Cascais and head for a campsite. But a really nice stop, I would recommend it. A little barking dog noise, but that's to be expected. But yeah, on the whole, a good park up. This is the campsite that we're staying in for 4 nights. I will film it, or Denise will film it in the next few days so you can see it. But we're just leaving the site now to catch a bus to go into Cascais, which is about 6 kilometers away, about 4 miles away from where we are now, just along the coast towards Lisbon. It is actually a town that my family and obviously myself lived in when I was a child. I was still a child now, and it was where my first school was. So my first school I ever went to was here in Cascais in Portugal, and I was there for 3 years. I did come out with a master's. I was yeah. Normally we use Google Maps to get around everywhere, but today we will be using the timetable that they gave us here in the Orbiter campsite in Cascais. So we're at the bus stop now, waiting for the bus to arrive. Apparently it should be here within 5 minutes. The signal here is really good on this campsite. Got all the bars. Not sure why the signal's so good, but it's exceptional. So here we are. We managed to get the bus okay, and we're on our way into Cascais now to go to the markets and have a look around, see what we shall see within the town. So we're on this bus now. This bus driver is really not hanging around. He didn't seem too happy when we got on. He's absolutely flying.
I reckon he's had a bad morning.
Yeah, Denise reckons he's had a bad morning. I reckon she's right.
I reckon he's doing some angry driving here. We're hanging on for dear life.
Oh. Oh.
I think we need seatbelts on.
I think we need crash helmets on. Well, we've just been dropped off here at the main terminal here in Cascais. That was meant to have taken 25 minutes on the bus. We got here in about 5. So we're off to the market now, which is down that way. We've got Mr. Green Man, so we can go. Here we go. We're going to find somewhere to have a coffee, although Denise said she wanted a stiff brandy after that drive. Used to come to this market as a child. Mum used to take us here. It used to be uncovered then, but it's actually covered now. So this is what the old market in Cascais looks like nowadays. We just stopped in this cafe here, which is around the outside of the market, and just having a couple of coffees and a toasted sandwich. That's where we've ordered it from. Lots of pastries in there, and we're having a couple of cheese and ham toasties. Well, we've just enjoyed our coffee and our cake and our toasted sandwich. probably a little bit more than what we were intending on eating.
Bloated.
Bloated. Denise is bloated. I could still eat another lot. So we're going through the older part now, and we're going to be heading down towards the beach area here in Cascais. Fishing boats over there, still working boats, all their nets and pots out there. Just going to walk up to the other side of the castle here. So we got some optimists sailing over there and some lasers. This beach down here is where my sister and me used to come to after school and go swimming. On hot summer's days or on hot days we'd come down here. In the Christmas market here now. Denise is just on the roundabout over there on the far side. You can't see it at the moment. She'll be coming around in a second. I think she's on a horse. I bet she's getting bored. Oh, there you are. That wouldn't get annoying, would it? I really hope Denise doesn't decide to buy one of those. Have a wander over here, see what's going on. A bit of looks like traditional Portuguese music. City Hall building in front of us with all the tiles along the top. Fantastic tiles all the way along. Lovely building there, balconies, and then absolutely stunning building here. Just walking around the fort here. Okay, so we walked along the walls and now we're going to walk into the fort and have a little look inside.
The citadel of Cascais was built between the 15th and 17th century, containing a series of fortifications to protect the River Tagus and Lisbon from attack. Today it is part of a modern design with a hotel and art centre, and also it's an impressive backdrop for the new Cascais Marina.
Looks like he's had a bad day. I think he's lost his hat. This part we're in now is full of really lovely art galleries. As you can imagine, it's not a cheap district this within the city. I think most of the work in here is out of our league, that's for sure.
I reckon we could knock that off at home in the potting shed.
Okay, so Denise reckons...
If we had a home in a potting shed.
Yeah, Denise reckons we could probably make that at home in a potting shed. What have I seen over here? Looks like some binoculars. What a strange place to have a petrol station. Just walking the other side of this fort now, and just noticed this car here. It desperately needs a clean. It's absolutely filthy. Look at the state of that. The modern marina here at Cascais. All restaurants over there. Obviously the place to be seen. Right, this building in front of us here is actually a library. Believe it or not, what a stunning library. So we'll see what we see inside the library. Probably books.
Set in a small cove, the palace was built in 1897 as a summer home for George O'Neill. It became a property of public interest in 1993 and now contains a library and houses a vast art collection.
Just watching the surf come in here. Actually really big waves down here. And look at the sun. The sun's just starting to set over there. People on the rocks there just sat there watching the sunset. Amazing rocks here leading down to the sea. Looks lovely now, it's all lit up. There we go. So we're walking back down into the main town of Cascais now. Have a little look around down there now the lights are on. See what's going on before making our way back. The lighthouse on there just come on. Looking really nice, all lit up. All the rocks are being lit up now. It's lovely. Back into the town now. We're just going to have a wander around with all the lights on down here. Really pretty.
If you enjoy watching our videos and would like to see more of our travels, then click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. It's free to do so.
As you can see, quite a nice warm evening. Everyone's just sat out. Really comfortable temperature.
No bikinis.
Sat out in their bikinis. We've had a lovely walk around Cascais. It's been a really nice day. We're going to make our way to the bus terminal now and try and get a bus back to the campsite. It's the next day after our day up in the mountains in Sintra. We've got an Uber down from the campsite back into Cascais, and we're going to have another look around Cascais. I know it's not interesting to anyone listening or watching, and we're going to make our way to the house that we used to live in here in Cascais. Walk up to it now. It's about a 15-minute walk away from the centre here. This is the street that I lived down as a child for nearly 3 years, and that is the house we lived in there with the green fence. It never used to have a green fence at the front of it. It just used to be kind of trellis with bougainvillea growing up.
That's why you're an expert on bougainvillea.
Yeah, that's why I know so much about bougainvillea.
Needs painting.
Needs painting, yes. Upside down house. Just going to go over the fence so we can see over the fence. This is the back of the villa and the park. So we're heading back down now to Cascais. Have a look at a few shops and then walk around the coast back to the campsite. Here we are, the Bocca di Inferno car park here. We're just going to make our way to the rock now. There's quite a few touristy places up here, restaurants and cafes and souvenir shops and all sorts. So we're just going to look up here, see why this has got its name. There we go, the Bocca.
The Bocca di Inferno, which translates to Hell's Mouth, is a huge open-air cavity, possibly a collapsed limestone cave. It fills with a violent white foam which rises tens of metres.
That is where we're about to walk down the coastline there.
I just had to stop and film these weird, like, I don't know, nests. Mark reckons they're ants' nests in the soil here on the cliff edge. So we'll see if we can see any more along the way. So just looking at this hotel here that's being built, all glass, and then the one next to it. So we've got all these posh hotels up here as well. Lovely waves, big crashing waves. Love it. I never find looking out to sea like that a great view when people say, oh, that's a lovely view, and it's like, you're just looking at grey. but I do like to see that because that's interesting, watching the waves crash against the rocks and all the different forms that they take and that. And we're wandering back to the campsite. See you back there unless we see something else of interest.
It's a overcast day at the moment, but apparently the clouds are going to disperse and we're going to have a beautiful sunny day here. So we're still on the campsite. We had a lazy day yesterday, just got washing done and just took it easy really. We're just about to head towards Sintra. So we're going to get an Uber to Sintra, which shouldn't take too long hopefully. So there we go. We got the washing on the washing line a drying. So this site, really good, really quiet, really peaceful site. I'd highly recommend this site if you want to go into Cascais. I'd highly recommend it. So here we go to get to Sintra, to have a good look around Sintra, look around the palace and see what it's got to offer. I think there's quite a lot in Sintra, quite a pretty place, so looking forward to this. Beautiful motorhome there, Morella, absolutely stunning motorhome. I've just been corrected by Denise because I actually said we had a lazy day yesterday, where in actual fact we didn't have a lazy day. We were busy all day washing and sorting things out.
There's no we.
Hey.
There's no we.
Apparently there's no we. So it was a busy day doing the washing yesterday and
Me.
sorting things out. So there we go.
Mopping floors.
So yeah.
Sweeping carpets, hoovering carpets.
So there we go. It wasn't a lazy day yesterday. I stand corrected.
Mark sat down most of the day.